Here to react is Dan Bongino, former FBI deputy director, Fox News contributor. Dan, is AOC's rise and the rise of socialism, is it about a real agenda, or is this more of a reflexive backlash against what they believe they're not getting enough of, which is time off, higher wages, more opportunities to pay off student debt, et cetera?
Yeah, that's a really valuable question. The answer is the latter. It's not about an agenda. I mean, I can prove it in the segment you just ran. I'm watching it with you. They did that woman on the street interview, and the young lady's like, yeah, you know, I really dig this whole Karl Marx thing. Go back and watch it, folks. Rewind the tape on your DVR. She's got gold chains on. You think Karl Marx was about? She's got gold. Look, I'm watching it here laughing. She has 3 gold chains on. You understand Karl Marx was not about private property and about the government control of the means of production that created things. Even farms, forget gold chains. There were no gold chains, only for the demagogues who ran communist systems. But the problem we have, and why it's such a valuable question, and why this brewing sense of anger, it's the unbroken leg theory, and you all should look this up. It's the idea that government creates these problems, they break the leg, and then the remedy is more of what broke the leg in the beginning, like the bat to the broken leg. So the government's created all these problems through endless government bailouts, which conservatives don't support, a garbage public school system run by the government. I saw a stat today. There were 30 schools in Chicago where not a single kid can read at grade level. I mean, this is your example of successful democratic socialism. You got Ortega in Nicaragua practicing democratic socialism by canceling elections. He's another Bernie bro leader. I mean, there is no agenda. So it's a valuable question, and you're correct. It's not a real agenda. It's just a response to the government screwing these kids over for the last 20 years now.
And you notice that the feelings always dominate the logic. So I feel offended that you don't, use the right pronoun. I feel like you're making too much money. I should make more. But that, I think, Dan, you nailed it. This is really the product of unserious parenting and terrible schooling, then confirmed by a culture that, of course, celebrates this kind of inanity.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm obviously a pretty emotional guy, but I'm going to tell you, I don't get angry at the young generation for falling for bumper sticker politics. I mean, that's what this is. Socialism is a bumper stick. Coexist, tolerance, just not for the white male patriarch or whatever stupid crap you believe for the day. They don't want to coexist with anyone. They want to put you in jail. They were the ones in COVID demanding that if you didn't have a mask on your face, that you were like put in prison or something. But I'm not angry at them. We have to do a better job. I mean, the government has failed them at all levels. Think about it. From K through 12 and on, if they go to a public university or anywhere else, some liberal college, they've been indoctrinated to believe that Karl Marx was a wonderful guy. Donald Trump somehow is a sworn member of the Nazi Party. They've been told this for 20 years. You're not going to easily fracture them from that. And then you got charismatic demagogues that come along, like this imbecile in New York, Mamdani, and AOC, spouting off stupid stuff like libraries or socialism. Really? Libraries pre-existed the invention of the word socialism by thousands of years. Like, are you an idiot? Just try like ChatGPT or something. And then you got AOC like, hey, we're going to do cooking classes together. Socializing, it's just like socialism. She doesn't mention the death and destruction or the op-ed piece in the Journal the other day by Friedman, where he points out Mao Zedong only wiped out 45 million people. No, we didn't miss a decimal point. That's 45 million, not 45,000, which would be bad enough. Burying people because their kids stole a potato, burying them alive.
Yeah, it's hideous.
That's socialism. It's not socializing. It's death, destruction, torture, and deprivation. That's what it is.
Now, just for fun, as we move past deprivation and destruction and total elimination of human civilization, let's say it's 2028. Let's say all these predictions about AOC getting the nomination are correct, and let's say it's Rubio or Vance up on stage. How do you see that going down? Do you actually see a debate happening? I have my doubts.
Let me tell you something. Can you imagine Marco Rubio son of like Cuban immigrants who escaped actual socialism, like risked their lives, you know, up there debating AOC. And listen, I love bartenders. My family actually owned a bar. There's not bartenders work their asses off, but she's not a good representative of bartenders, right? Against like a really silly, ignorant bartender trying to argue the merits of socialism against a guy like Rubio or a guy like Vance who's got an IQ probably 40 points higher than her. I don't see it ending well. I'm not. But the thing is, like, what I'm worried about is your initial question. I'm not sure people care who believe this stuff, Laura. I think they've been indoctrinated for so long. Socialism's a bumper sticker on a jalopy. They don't look at the car. They're just reading the bumper sticker. The car is one of those Soviet Ladas where you started it up on the parking lot and it exploded. As long as they get the bumper sticker off the car, they're like, hey, man, what a deal. Yeah, remember the lot? Like, that's what, all they're reading is the coexist bumper sticker. Like, hey, this is cool.
Dan, I always steer clear of the coexist bumper sticker people. I think they're the most dangerous drivers. And have you ever been in a Lada? Have you ever driven in one?
I have not been in one. I've seen many. I've been to Russia twice, and I have seen them. And if you want to see socialism, take Laura's advice. Go get in look at a lot. Don't get in a lot because you'll be dead. Just look at one on like Twitter or the Google machine or something. If that's you want socialism, check out the Lada.
You know, Dan, back in 1983, I was rattling around Leningrad in a Lada as a student, and let me tell you, you grip the edges of your seat. Okay, that was not a fun experience. Dan, we can't wait to 2028 and see what actually unfolds. I predict there'll be no debates, okay? Because if she's the nominee, there's no way she's going to debate these guys. It would shock me. There'll be something that happens that debates aren't possible. Dan, great to see you, my friend. Thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.